The football just finished for the weekend and already we are back for some mid-week action because there ain't no stopping us now. And there's no stopping the Rangers apparently because they are coming. Welcome back guys to Fog Football. There's not much coming at Hearts. Naismith is still absolutely shite. Hearts still can barely score goals, can barely pick up points. But the other team in that game, thanks to Brother John, picked up all 3 points and they closed the gap to Celtic at the top of the Scottish Premiership. 7 becomes 5 and all of a sudden a title race that was absolutely dead has become alive.
Brother John revived it. He gave it the Holy Grail, damn it. He sent a Hail Mary. He looked at Peter Haring grabbing big Connor Goldson like it was, an interception in the NFL. 90-yarder, but instead of pointing the flag down, he pointed his hand to the spot, damn it. And he gave 2 penalties. Not 1, but 2. And then he also, a few other favourable decisions went Rangers' way as well. Lovely man, Big John. Isn't he?
I don't like him, but we'll talk more about that when we get to the Premiership because there is 3 Championship games during the week as well, so we have to focus on that. But before then, we'll have a quick look at the Championship League table. I feel like we just looked at this the other day.
We did.
Literally because we did.
Yesterday.
But let's look at it again. It's looking good for Dundee United. I mean, you could look at it today, you could look at it tomorrow, you could look at it next week. I don't think Dundee United leading the way is going to change.
No, it's not going to change. It's not going to change after this midweek. It literally can't. So, Dundee United are going to win the league. Like you said, we can look in May. It'll be them top.
Now, does Jim Goodwin deserve praise, or is it just a foregone conclusion that Dundee United win this?
No, I'll give him praise. I mean, I thought he'd be gone by August. So, and here we are, almost going into November. He's still here.
If Rangers have to sack Philippe Clement for some reason, because he's shite, and give Celtic title number 4 in a row, or is it 3 in a row? 3 in a row. Would you take Jim Goodwin at Ibrox?
Jim will fix it.
Jim will fix it, huh? There you go. He might fix it.
If there's one guy to sort out Celtic,
I'll be honest,
Jim will fix it.
I'd take Jim Goodwin over Steve Naismith 100%.
Yeah, obviously.
Absolutely.
Aye.
As long as he doesn't lose to Darvel. But anyway.
That would be quite bad. That would be quite something.
Let's see who could be losing this midweek in the Championship. So we have 3 games in total. Airdrieonians versus Dundee United, Greenock Morton versus Raith Rovers, and Partick Thistle versus Ayr. I think Airdrieonians could give Dundee United a solid game here.
I think they could. I always back Airdrie.
Are you backing them tomorrow though?
I think a scoring draw, 1 each. Dundee haven't conceded a lot, but Airdrie like to score. I'm going 1 each.
Dundee also like to score though. Or United, should I say? Can I get those 2 mixed up?
No.
Dundee United.
One's good, one's pish. Work it.
God, I don't know. Dundee United though, are scoring a lot of goals. I think they probably will beat Airdrie, but I do think it'll be a high scoring game. I think it'll be pretty close. I'm going to go 4-2 Dundee United.
4-2, I'm going 1-1. What would back to Dundee, right? And Dundee United. I think it's good to see Dundee doing a bit better than what they have been recently, because it means next season the Dundee derby will be good. I feel like a Dundee derby's been shite for years. Would you agree with that?
True, but I don't think that's necessarily on Dundee. I think it's because
both teams have yo-yoed.
Yeah, it's very rare over the past, I want to say 15 years, that both of them have been in the top flight. So therefore, the Dundee derbies haven't been happening as much, which I think kind of devalues it because it just happens less. And it's always like one team is normally always clearly better than the other.
Yeah.
But I think the way Dundee are going this season, Tony Docherty doing really well. They signed quite a few foreign players and we didn't really know how that was going to work out for them. But at the moment, they're doing pretty well. And I think Jim Goodwin is doing really good at Dundee United. I think next season we could be seeing both Dundee clubs thriving by thriving I mean I don't think they'll both be shite. I think they could be competing, trying to get into the top 6. Yeah, around that position because Dundee are currently in the top 6, and Dundee United are a big club, and I mean there's no reason why they can't be aiming for a top 6. I mean most people were predicting them to finish 3rd last year when they went down, so I don't see any reason why Dundee United and Dundee can't be competing in Dundee derbies with the aim for both clubs is to try and make top 6.
There should be, and that's what that's what it should be. It shouldn't be a case of constantly going down and up. But Dundee United getting that European football spot, I mean, see that game against Acid, that feels like a decade ago. So much has happened since then.
I don't think I've ever seen that big a turnaround from one leg to the second. I mean, Holland was pretty bad in 2000 and 2004, was that? 2002, 4? 2004, that was a pretty bad one.
I can accept that, though. Look at the fucking team. I mean,
1-0 to 6-0, I mean.
aye, but Bergkamp and co.
True.
I mean, who did I said have?
I don't know, future Bergkamp.
Future Bergkamp.
Anyway, I'm going 4-2 Dundee United. Greenock Morton versus Raith Rovers. A couple of days ago, I would have said Raith Rovers will win this easy, but Greenock Morton did pick up a win. Will that get them some momentum? They're back at home now at Capello Park. Raith Rovers are playing really well. They just beat Dunfermline, solid win for them. I'm going to go with a Raith Rovers win. I'm going to go 2-1 Raith Rovers, but I do think Greenock Morton could get something for the game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Raith Rovers. I mean, before the weekend, I probably would have went 4-0 or something, Raith, because Morton have been abysmal, but I'm going to go 2-1. Close, but they'll win.
2-1 to Raith?
Yes.
Same as me then?
2-1, aye, same as you.
And in the last game, Partick Thistle versus Ayr United. Kind of expect a little bit more for both teams.
Yeah,
This has been a bit underwhelming, especially Partick Thistle. I expected Partick Thistle to be... I actually predicted them to win the championship.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Partick Thistle to win.
I'm going to go 2-1 Partick Thistle, but
I'm going to go 3-1.
I did think they would do better. If we quickly look again at the league table, I mean, it's just... I know Partick Thistle are third, but they're already, man, they're 9 points off Dundee United, and I expected them to challenge for that. It's just not really been happening. Even if you look at Partick Thistle, they played 5 games at home, scored 8, conceded 11. That is poor.
That is poor. No two ways about it, that is poor. You can't spin that, and Partick Thistle, I think we'll be there or thereabouts. They've went through a wee blip. But
both teams will be aiming to get into the playoffs.
Missing Scott Tiffany. They're missing him.
I know, but I think they are. He's doing good at Dundee. I think it's fair to say, though, that I would say even Raith Rovers deep down, I think they will know that all these teams are just aiming for a playoff spot now. No one's realistically going to beat Dundee United.
Yeah, unless they collapse, Dundee. Well, I say collapse, just get a bit worse.
Who would you say is not aiming for playoffs? Or would you go as far... Would you think maybe Greenock Morton at the moment are just turning their attention to surviving?
I would, yeah. I think Inverness can. I think Big Dunk, they could.
I feel bad. I think Greenock are down. Sorry to say it. Because I see Inverness going... I see Inverness improving. I see Inverness going up. I don't really see the same for Greenock Morton.
Yeah, win their 2 games in hand and they'll be looking alright. Morton, Inverness.
Queen's Park, though, interestingly, could find themselves in a bit of trouble. You see, they've only scored 6 in 5 home games, conceded 10. They've got goal difference of -8 at the moment.
That's pretty...
And they've played a game more than everyone else.
That is quite bad. But we knew that, though. I mean, they just concede goals. The defence is like a sieve.
It's like a sieve, damn it. Anyway, let's move on to the Big Boys League. Let's have a look at the league table again. For those of you that did not know, Celtic drew
Brother John,
Hibernian.
5. Brother John.
Brother John. Step up, Brother John, and take your Rangers medal. Yeah, so Brother John helped Rangers close the gap to 5 points. St Mirren, though, still in there, not really getting talked about. Massive 4-0 win against St Johnstone, which helped get Stephen McLean sacked. They can go level with Rangers if they win their game in hand, although they're probably going to have to beat Celtic as well to do so. And I tell you what,
I'm not complaining.
If St Mirren can beat Celtic and win their game in hand, and we're 2 points separating the top 3 teams, then, is that not fantastic for Scottish football at this point of the season?
Of course it is, but will that happen? I mean, it's a big if. But let's be real, St Mirren, I think they've got every chance at Celtic Park.
I tell you what, if anyone can beat Celtic at the moment, I think it's St Mirren.
Here, they've lost 1 game, right?
And
it was a freak result. I know Rangers winning 3-0 shouldn't be a freak result, but they went down to 10 men.
And there was nothing in that game really until the red card.
Yeah.
So
after it, there was not much in it. Yeah.
We've no idea how that was going to play out. But yeah, very congested, and you're literally, we say it all the time, but at the moment we're talking, you get a couple of wins on the bounce, and you can literally move up 6, 7, 8 places in this league if you're towards the bottom of it. But the same thing goes, if you lose a couple of games, you could find yourself, look at Dundee. Dundee could find themselves going from 5th down to 11th. We won fixture, it's crazy. It is crazy. Very, very tightly contested at the moment, and then we move into the actual fixtures themselves. We've got Hibernian taking on Ross County at Easter Road. Hibernian, decent draw against Celtic, horrible result against Rangers. I should be beating Ross County, I think, at Easter Road. I mean, Nick Montgomery, I think, has done minus that result against Rangers, he's had a really good start to his Hibernian career. I would expect Hibs to win that, but
this is the sort of game Hibs need to win if they're serious about.
But it's the sort of game that Hibs don't win after a good result against Celtic.
Absolutely.
If Ross County won this 2-1, I would not be surprised in the slightest.
No, I wouldn't be either, honestly.
But I am going to give Hibs the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to say Hibernian win this one by 3-1.
I'm going 2-0 Hibs.
2-0 Hibs. Moving into the Wednesday games then, we'll just go in order here. So I believe it's in alphabetical order. It looks like it. So, Celtic versus St Mirren. I'm going to go with 1-1. I think St Mirren get a draw here.
I want to go for a St Mirren draw, but I'm going to
As Chris Benoit would say, prove me wrong.
I'm going to say, well, you know what? I actually backed Hibs against Celtic. I didn't get the result. I got it wrong, but you know what? They dropped points. But I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic.
I'm going to go 2-1 Celtic.
I think it'll be one each, and they'll get a jammy.
A late goal.
Aye. Just like Rangers did.
Will there be some sort of...
Brother Declan to, whip out a couple of dodgy decisions for Celtic.
Declan who?
Don't know. Declan John.
Well, it won't be Declan Gallagher, will it?
No, it won't be Declan Gallagher, but we have a referee called Declan.
Anyway, I'm going to go 1-1.
But I think if Celtic are to drop points, they could. And I tell you what, say Celtic drop points against St Mirren, Rangers beat Dundee, that game, 12:30 on Saturday against Ross County. Imagine if they lose that. Or they drop points.
Rodgers out. Speaking of Rangers beating Dundee, will it happen? Dundee in good form at the moment. Can Rangers go to Dens Park and get the 3 points that they desperately need?
But see, that's the problem. I hope they can. I think they will. But if they perform like they have been,
they'll struggle.
Dundee could win. It could be a draw. If he starts Lammers and Devsers for the start, Rangers are going. It's going to be 0-0 to about the 60th minute. Because those two are shite.
Well, I'm also going to go 1-1. I said 1-1 in the Celtic game. I'm going to go 1-1 in the Rangers game. I don't think the Old Firm are anything special. I think Celtic have been lucky to get as many points as they had to this point, and I'm going to go with Dundee to get a draw here. I think Dundee are proving a lot of people wrong. Not me, because I did think they would do well this season. I think I predict them to finish 9th, which I think would be well for them, considering they always go down. But we'll see. I think Dundee have got enough in them to get a point here. Just haven't been impressed by Rangers since Clement came in. Didn't see the Hibernian game, so I can't comment on that, but the two games that I have seen, they've been fucking diabolical. I'm going 2-1 Rangers, but I'm predicting it will be an awful game, and they'll get lucky late on, again. Speaking of awful games, it's Hearts versus Livingston, and it's got 0-0 written all over it. It really does. I can't sit here and say it's going to be a 10-goal thriller. I'm going 1-0 Hearts. Shankland to get the goal. He's banging them in recently. Well, he's got back-to-back goals against the Old Firm. That's no bad. That's as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets. That puts a couple of extra million on your price tag, I think. It does. It does, Lawrence. So I'm going 1-0. Davy Martindale, he'll be thinking about that St Johnstone job. I'm also going to go 1-0 Hearts, but I'm not super confident. I could obviously see a world where Livingston win. I hope they don't, but I can see it. I could see it too. I mean, Joe Newbley creating some chaos there. And then we've got, I had a look at Dundee Stadium. The Scott Foam Stadium at Dens Park. That's too long. Anyway, Motherwell, Aberdeen. Two teams in desperate need of a win, but I'd argue it's Aberdeen that need to win more. Would you agree with that? Oh, 100%. Aberdeen do need to win, man, but will they win? You can say Aberdeen need to win. Motherwell equally, I think, need to win as well. It's been a while. I did say that. No, but I mean, it's been a while since Motherwell won. Is Barry Robson going to say, we have the weekend excuse. We're playing at the weekend. Come on, Barry. Sort yourself out, big man. You need to win. Can't whip out the European excuse. You can't whip out... I mean, let's be real though, right? They're playing at the weekend in the Cup. What's he going to say next week in Europe? You know what? I hate it. See, these... They almost make you feel like they don't want to qualify for Europe with the way they're going. Being in Europe's a fucking privilege. You should be happy. The money that Aberdeen's getting for that, getting an opportunity to travel Europe and playing against some big teams, it's a blessing. But sometimes these managers come out and make it sound like, it's a hindrance us being in Europe. Well, if you don't fucking want it, someone else will take your spot. Stevie Naismith doesn't want it though. Third. Who wants third? When you can get third last. But I'm going to go for 2-1 Motherwell. Barry Robson's pain continues for me. I think Barry Robson will win the next sack race. Aye. Now, the reason... We're not talking about the potato sack race. No, I think Steve McLean... Did I not say Steve McLean would be the next manager to get sacked? I think so. and now he's sacked, I'm gonna say Barry Robson. Because if we look at all the managers, Nick Montgomery's not getting sacked. I don't think there's enough expectations at Ross County for Malky Mackay to get sacked, unless he seriously drops him off a cliff. Celtic, Brendan Rodgers going nowhere. Stephen Robson going fucking nowhere. Tony Dockett's going nowhere at Dundee. Philip Clement's going nowhere. Stephen Naismith could go somewhere. Tony Martindale ain't getting sacked, but I mean he could potentially leave. Stuart Kettlewell's going nowhere at Motherwell, even though they have picked up a bad result. You've got McKinns, who's doing good now at Kilmarnock. So yeah, I mean, you look at the only two managers I can see under threat at the moment is Naismith and Barry Robson. And it's just it's a toss-em really at the moment.
Yeah.
I think they'll both go. It's just a matter of who goes first.
It's going to be Barry.
And I think it will be Barry Robson.
It's all over for Barry.
But I said both of these guys should not be in these jobs. They should not be in these positions. It was the fucking cheap option from both clubs. And you deserve what you get, right? You deserve what you get.
No, you do. And
you know what? Hibs have took a chance on Nick Montgomery. Could turn it to be shite.
Yeah,
but I respect the way they've took a chance.
Yeah.
They've actually brought in a manager that's had success, won trophies in a different continent. And I think that's what... let's be real. Aberdeen and Hearts over the past 6 months have had chances to bring in foreign managers, have had chances to bring in people. I remember Aberdeen they had the Polish guy. Remember the Polish manager? They had him for a job. And they had a whole list. In Hearts, there was the Spanish guy that was really interested in the Hearts job.
Yes, him, aye. And
they turned him down. So, I mean, Aberdeen and Hearts have got... And at least with Robson, you can argue he came in and had a really good run. I think he won, was it 8 out of 11 games?
Yeah, something like
Stephen Naismith didn't have that good run. So how the fuck did he get the job? I have no idea. But anyway, I'm going to go Motherwell to win by 2-1.
I've went with 2-1 Motherwell.
It's been a while since they won, but I think this will finally be where they get back to winning ways. And in the last game, St Johnstone versus Kelly. We know that Kelly have got a horrible away record, but they are taking on by far the worst team in the league. Although, I mean, do they have a new manager bounce, or do you think simply getting rid of Stephen McLean will be a bounce enough?
I don't think it will be a bounce enough. I think Kelly's winning. 3-1.
3-1.
Kevin Vassell, masterclass, inbound.
I'm gonna go 2-1. No, I'm gonna go 1-1. I'm going to go St John. I'll give St Johnstone the benefit of the doubt.
Nah, St Johnstone are down. Come on.
They haven't scored a goal in a while, so they'll probably get one here.
They might get to...
But on average, they're due a goal, so could be here against Kelly. And Kelly do have a shocking away form. And I think we've all said that. For Kelly to improve, it's difficult to make top 6 if you cannot win away from home. So
absolutely.
I think this will tell you where Kelly are this season. If Kelly can beat St Johnstone, then... yeah, they've got a chance at top 6. If they fail to beat St Johnstone, then you're probably going to be looking at, well, look, they can't win away games and they can't even win away against by far the worst team in the league, so what chance do they realistically have? So I'll go St Johnstone. Well, I'll go 1-1.
I'm going 3-1 Kelly, man. That's what's happening. St Johnstone are going down.
Going down, 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 down. Anyway, guys, that is it for the midweek action. We'll be back, obviously, on Thursday or Wednesday night, even maybe, for the review show. And then we move into Saturday. We'll just have a quick preview here of what's happening on Saturday. It's the televised game that the pick of the bunch. I'll be honest, there's not many fixtures there that are standing out for me. I'm not excited.
Well, obviously you've got the cup action, so that's why there's only 2 games on Saturday. They're all postponed. Apart from Kelly, Motherwell, Ross County, Celtic.
Well, why does it say Dundee are taking on Levy? But Aberdeen are taking on...
That's not postponed. That's postponed. No, that isn't postponed. That's the new game. So they're postponed.
So we're only getting 3 games.
Aye. And the other ones are in the cup. So there's a team missing out then. It must be the game on Tuesday.
See, the cup messes things up. The cup really does mess things up.
See, that's why it was crucial, I think, for Rangers to actually pull a gap. Or get some points back on Celtic.
What about Sunday, 12th November? Could that be an interesting day in the title race? Both games on Sky?
Absolutely. Oh, fuck off. Aberdeen are pissed. They'll lie down to them.
What if they've got a new manager in by then?
You never know.
Or could this be the game that gets Barry Robson sacked? A 9-0 defeat or something like that?
Well, maybe that could, but come on. Be reasonable here. But, crazy. I mean,
Aberdeen taking on the Old Firm back to back.
That's
And then Hibernian, away from home at Easter Road. That's tough.
nothing good for the mighty Aberdeen, isn't it? Not?
Then we move into the last game. So yeah, the Old Firm played earlier this year. Thoughts on that?
Not really that bothered when it gets played. I mean, you're more used to a New Year one. I mean, I guess it is technically New Year
I mean, it's nice to actually see an Edinburgh derby
on TV.
but it's an 8 o'clock kickoff.
At night. That's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's good. Festive period's looking good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, guys. Bring on Christmas. We'll celebrate it here at Fog Football.
Oh, look at that, though. Celtic are getting a big, massive break before the Old Firm. Scroll up. What's that? Look at that. They got that massive break.
An extra day.
Like Rangers are playing. Rangers.
Well, actually, it's an extra, it's like a day and a bit. Because Celtic play 3
Celtic
o'clock.
fans are greeting because they're playing on Boxing Day. Rangers are playing on Christmas Eve.
But look at that. I mean, aye. So hold on here. Rangers are playing Christmas Eve, but then Celtic are playing on Boxing Day at 3 o'clock. Then Rangers are not playing till 7:45 the following day. So that gives Celtic a lot more time and it's a 12:30 kickoff. Could there be a Stewart's inquiry here?
Brother John, I trust.
Brother John, we trust, apparently. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next one. Till then, though, peace.